Here we are again, happy as can be. All good fun and jolly good company. Well, you have to start the day off on a bright note, don't you? So, first things first, let me show you what I ended up utilising for the 12th of February prompt, which was follow a YouTube tutorial, make it and add it. So I did one of my own, mainly because I'd got the stuff already. So I basically made a decorated paper bag, which I decorated with paper napkin. Take this out here. As you can see here, this pretty rose one. This strip I added as a pocket so that it has got a mini little bookmark tag in there. This was some leftover bits from the napkin that I used. I decorated it up with a little bit of trim, and I got this trim from my local hobbycraft store. So there's a pocket here, which is the actual bag, and a pocket here as well. And I also added a notebook. Sorry, rephrase that. I also added a matchbook notebook. So again, it was following one of my own tutorials, and I've just added some scraps of leftover papers in there. Added some butterflies, so there's now that little bit of a theme going on with the flowers and the butterflies and things. So I just slipped that inside of that pocket. There's no reason why I can't add something inside this pocket here as well. I might do that later. I might fill in a journaling card and add that in there. So that was what I added. I'm going to write a little note down here of the videos that I followed of my own, so that if I want to know which video it was that I watched, then at least I know which one to go and look for. Let's get on with today's prompt. So we're going to go on to the 13th of February. I've got a nice big clear page here, which is great because the prompt for today, once I've drawn my obligatory screws onto my tab, is make a library. Now that's a biggie, isn't it? Make a library. You just have a little think on that, and I'll go and get some of the materials together that I want to show you of what I'm going to be doing with mine. So I'll see you back here in a little bit. One of the first things that I thought of when I thought of this library was I have got this wallpaper. If I just pull it out, and it is basically loads and loads of vintage books on a bookshelf. So I would have my library, so I could cut some of these out and stick them onto the page. That to me seemed a little bit cheaty. So I ummed and ahed about it, and I thought, no, I want to make something else a little bit different. Now then, on the back of this, one of the things that you could do is, if you have got a lot of books, you could actually have a look at the spines of some of those books, and if you're going to be pulling them apart anyway, you could utilise the spines from actual books, and therefore then you would have a 3D effect, because it would undulate where the spine of the books, the way in which they're made, they're kind of slightly curved. Of course, you could use then toilet rolls or kitchen rolls and cut those down, so again you've got that curved effect, and cover those with paper to make them look like the spine of a book. So there's several different options that you could utilise to do with making book spines. I have another idea though. I recently showed this in another video, and it is a video that I did a playlist on at the beginning of last year, and this is my journal of inspiration, and it was this, which was the little mini concertina books, which have got this little band on here, and the books sit underneath the band, and it's just a concertinaed piece of paper with a decorative scrap piece of paper on the front of it, so it kind of looks a little bit like a mini book. So then I got to thinking again, well, I have actually created a digital kit that is of book covers. Now, because it's a PDF, it can sometimes be a little bit difficult to manipulate to get various sizes. But one of the things that you can do is ask it to print 2 to a page or 4 to a page. And so what I did here was I printed 4 to a page. So I've got these original book covers here, and I could utilise those to make these little mini books like I have done here. So I think that I might use these and put some bands in a row, and some more bands in a row, and some more bands in a row, and then put those little miniature books underneath there, maybe even using the spines to maybe go in between to make it look more like a library. So that's where my thought process is going with the library theme. So yeah, I hope that that's given you some inspiration as to what you could do for your own library. Obviously, if you've got your own ideas, go with those as well. Just before I do disappear though, I'm going to say this again, and I'm sorry to bore you all, but it does need to be said. The Facebook group. Underneath the video is the link to my Facebook group. Now, I have discussed this several times before. We ask you to answer 3 questions. And once you've answered those 3 questions, it's me that goes and has a look and decides whether you're a spammer or whether you're someone who legitimately wants to join the group. Okay, so it's me that makes that decision. To be able to see all the questions, you need to scroll down the page, all right? So it's not click on something and the next part will come up. You have to scroll down the page to be able to see all 3 questions. Now, at this present moment in time, at the time of making this video, there were 12 requests to join the group, and I haven't added you, because it isn't about answering 1 question or 2 questions. You've got to answer all 3 questions. And those people that have requested to join that I haven't added yet, I haven't added you because you didn't answer the 3 questions. Some of you haven't answered any. Now, I appreciate the fact that some of you may speak a different language, but you can actually do translate on it by copying it and moving it across to Google Translate, and it will translate it into your language for you. If you answer it in a foreign language, that's fine, because I can also then translate your answers by using the Google Translate on a different tab. So if you really want to join the group and you haven't been accepted, if you've requested to join, it's because you haven't answered the three questions. All right, you will get a nice message off Julie to just say you need to answer the 3 questions. Otherwise, you get a week and then you will be deleted if you don't answer Julie's message or answer the 3 questions. Okay, so it is imperative that if you really want to join, you've got to answer questions. Okay, thank you for those that have requested to join and answered those questions. Questions. It is much appreciated. It saves me a big job having to do research on you. And I'm kind of refusing to do that now. So, yeah. Enjoy having a go at making your library. If you want to join the group, please answer the questions, all of them. And I shall see you in the next video. Hopefully I don't have to repeat the 3 questions thing again. Not for a long time anyway. And I'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now.